Dear Mr. Favre, duh.
Yeah, I'm a Raider, Oakland Raider. From the Bay to LA to Las Vegas. I'm a player, a boss player. If you with me, pop your collar, shake them haters. I'm a Raider, Oakland Raider. From the Bay to LA to Las Vegas. I'm a player, a boss player. If you with me, pop your collar, shake them haters.
I'm from the city of Sapp, rapping silver and black. Word of honcho, give me the strap. The realest is back. Stupid chop with something silly attached. Eye for an eye, fuck it man, give me a patch. I'm a Raider, Oakland, LA, Vegas, Jalen, Kenyon, Jacobs, Vegas. Man, bread, dog, we litty. The shine with the speed, it was with the 50-50. Yeah, this that I silver and black field. Abram in the box, I'm Merrick in the backfield.
Yo, shout out to the nation, man. Shout out to everybody here rocking with me. Raider for Life's in the building. Halo, Chowder, Exacting Ed, Dave, Maxfield. What is good with my people, man? Real quick live, you guys. We'll be here maybe about 30 minutes. Shout to everybody watching on Twitter and Facebook as well. If you guys want to get your comments in, jump over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and jump into the party, man. I want to talk about something here, you guys. Pardon me. Woke up today, seen an interview on TMZ Sports by Hall of Famer, legendary quarterback, former Green Bay Packer, former Minnesota Viking, former New York Jet, speaking on our star wide receiver, Davante Adams. The interview pretty much started. I'll put the link inside the bio to you guys so you guys can check it out. It's on TMZ Sports. Shout out to them. It really started about Aaron Rodgers, right? It really wasn't. I didn't really. Don't get me wrong. Brett Favre didn't disrespect anyone here. So if anybody's looking at this title and like, oh man, what is Brett Favre talking about? It's funny to me because it's like, duh, like yes. Davante Adams' production will dip. And it's a very good thing that his production will dip. Look, we all know Aaron Rodgers, Super Bowl winning quarterback, will go down as a Hall of Famer, clear cut, first ballot. We know this. Aaron Rodgers is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. DC, went and got his man, Davante Adams. We know the Fresno State connection. We know the chemistry is there. They broke all kinds of records at Fresno State. These guys were a great dynamic duo in college. Will it translate to the NFL? Only time will tell. Me personally, I think that they're going to have a hell of a chemistry, and it's going to put us over the top. But Davante Adams last year, look at the receivers around him, right? These past 2 years. And you know what? I'm going to bring something up, you guys. I had it written down, and I forgot that my notebook is not in here. So I'm going to bring up his stats, okay? Shout out to everybody here, man. Here we go. Boom. Last year, 1,553 yards receiving with 123 receptions, 11 TDs. The year before in 2020, 1,374 yards receiving, 115 receptions, 18 TDs. And before then, let's just be honest, there was 1 year in 2018 where he had over 1,000 yards receiving. It was 1,386 to go with 13 TDs. And, you know, going down his younger career from 2014 to 2017, he never really broke that 1,000-yard mark, but he had 997 yards twice, okay? So we know what kind of we know what kind of wide receiver we're getting with Davante Adams. The best. But you look at the talent around him, right? Look at the talent around him in Green Bay. Early on, it was different. Look at the last 2 years. The whole offense was Davante Adams. If they're not running the ball, if they're not getting the ball to Aaron Jones, at the end of the day, it's a Davante Adams-led offense. So, yes, your production is going to dip. When you got Darren Waller, Pro Bowl, shit, that's an all-pro talent. You got a Pro Bowler in Hunter Renfrow. You know what I mean? And then you go get a list of really good receivers that, no, I'm not going to say really good. I'm going to say we brought in a bunch of role player type receivers in Mac Hollins and Demarcus Robinson and, Keelan Cole, to be honest, he could be really, really good. He could be really good. Then you got Jacobs, you got Kenyon Drake, who can get it done in the passing game as well. You bring Brandon Bolden in, be probably great on third downs. Yes, his production is going to dip. I only did this live because I see a lot of people already on Twitter, Instagram. Shout out to everybody here. Shitting on Brett Favre. Brett Favre didn't say anything that was wrong. He even said that that DC is a really good quarterback. He said that in the interview. You guys go check it out yourself. He said that Derek Carr is a really good quarterback, and he thinks that they're going to be great together. But will it be Aaron Rodgers, Davante Adams type situation? He didn't really speak on the fact that, just like my little brother said, shout out to B, he accounted for a third of their total offense. That's crazy. That is crazy. Dirty hands, I'm with you on that. Cole is going to be our new Nelly. I'm here for it. But, yes, he's going to take it. It may even be drastic, to be honest. Look, if Davante, in 2014, his rookie year, he had 446 receiving yards. 2015, 483 receiving yards. He'll never return to that form again, ever in life. But in 2016 is when he started going on his ascension, where he had 997. The year after that, 885. There was only one reception off from 2016 to 2017. This guy's going to ball. Davante will at least have 1,000 yards receiving with Derek Carr. And I'm going to say maybe an 1,100. But will he put up the astronomical numbers of 1,553 with 11 TDs? I think the TD total, we can match that or even go above that. 18 in 2020, that's kind of spooky right there. I don't think we reach 18 with Davante Adams because of Darren Waller and all these other weapons that we have him around. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you guys, check out the interview. I was going to do a 5-minute video or a little quick video about this, but we got to stop tripping about everything. Everybody's already, Brett Favre this, Brett Favre that. He didn't say anything wrong. But the thing was, Brett Favre didn't really elaborate on his reasoning for it, right? The reasoning pretty much sounded like it's going to dip because it's Aaron Rodgers and Derek Carr. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. Aaron Rodgers is the better quarterback. But guess what? That doesn't mean that I don't see Derek Carr going crazy with Davante Adams. If you give DC Green Bay's offense last year, I think he still eats with Davante Adams. Davante Adams' production is still going to be high level. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter who it is. It could be Aaron Rodgers, DC. It doesn't matter. Davante Adams is a generational talent, you guys. He's going to eat regardless. Shout out to Cane Town. I see like 100 receptions, 1,250, and 10 TDs for Davante. I'm here for that, Cane Town. That is great. And people tend to forget, Cane Town, that with Davante Adams' presence alone, he makes everybody else around him better, right? Darren Waller is going to return back to that rare form he was in a year back. You know what I mean? Hunter Renfrow is going to continue to build on the trajectory of what he had last year with over 1,000 yards receiving and a crazy amount of receptions. Yeah. Bryce, Rodgers had Cobb, Adams, and other top receivers. Well, no. That was early. Early on. Let's be honest, man. Cobb is not the same Cobb. Yes, they had him last year. That's a totally different receiver than he was years prior when Davante was younger. You know what I mean? Younger and just coming into the league. Randall Cobb is a total different receiver now. He's up there in age. But I know what you're saying. You're saying that Rodgers has had great receivers and Carr has had other guys. Crabtree, Amari Cooper. Look, I'm not going to battle with what talent level is there with the receiving cores. I loved Crabtree. I thought Crabtree was great. I loved watching him at Texas Tech in college. I thought he would be that guy. I thought we were going to draft him when he first came out. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to go talent for talent with DC and Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to be honest. Look, I watched Derek Carr, Fresno State. I watched Aaron Rodgers at Cal. And Aaron Rodgers, to me, is just a different type of talent, man. He's a different type of talent. The guy came into the league using his legs and his arm. I mean, last year, I think he only had 4 INTs, 4 interceptions, I believe. Didn't he have like 37 touchdowns and like 4 TD? I mean, 4 INTs? Let me look this up. He had some crazy stat. Last year, 37 TDs. Yep, I was right. 37 TDs, 4 interceptions, over 4,000 yards passing. Yeah, Jay, facts. There's nothing wrong with that. Aaron Rodgers is definitely the better quarterback. Last year, he had Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones. And let's not, if you guys want to be nitpicking all that, you could say he had Amari Rodgers, I believe, right, out of Clemson. Yeah, all right. In a really old Randall Cobb. 37 TDs and 4 interceptions. That's crazy. That's insane. That's generational talent right there. That's a generational guy. Aaron Rodgers, it's not. This is why I laugh a lot when people say Aaron Rodgers and Derek Carr, you know what I mean, in that comparison. Let's not do that. Derek Carr is great in his own right? He's really good in his own right. Aaron Rodgers is another upper echelon. It's different. Casual Joe, Rodgers is overrated, to be honest. God damn, what are you saying that, Joe, because of him going to all these NFC championships and not getting to the big game? That's all you can go off of, right? Docs, the argument on Rodgers was how he checked down a lot. So that's the argument where DC and A-Rod are similar. Is that what you mean? Just another DJ? Derek Carr's career low on interceptions is 6. Hopefully he can lower the turnovers this upcoming season. His turnovers killed us. Yeah. Didn't he have what? 13, 14? That's tough, man. Bunch of INTs, a bunch of fumbles. We can't relive that. If we want Devontae, we want Waller, we want Renfro to eat, DC has to get the ball. He needs to get the ball out, and he needs to stop with the turnovers. Let me see. I like Carr, but it's not an argument. They're not in the same galaxy. Albert, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, man. That's the problem. The problem is these days, if we say Derek Carr isn't Tom Brady, then we're hating. If you don't put DC with Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady, oh, you're hating. Blase, blah. Come on, man. Stop with the shit, man. That could be it. That could be it, Hunch. Like that could be it. That could be it. I don't know. But only time will tell. He did have to overcompensate last year because when you got the likes of Zay Jones and Brian Edwards, you know what I mean, is your guys out there that you got to throw the ball to. And then end of his career, Deshaun Jackson, it gets a little spooky. So, yes, I'll give DC a little credit there where he had to overcompensate. But at the end of the day, some of those INTs were clear cut. You know what I mean? Like, let's just be honest here. That's not that honcho, Fluffy. That's not that honcho. Derek Carr is a good QB, but he needs pieces around him to be great, and he has that now. No excuses to be great this year. Shout to Exacting Ed. I think that DC has exactly what he needs around him to be to take it to the next level. I definitely do. We need to win a playoff game this year, you guys. We have to win a playoff game this year. Point blank, period, at the end. But yeah, Brett Favre says Devontae Adams will dip in production. And let's just be real. I think we've done a few lives earlier on in the offseason where we all agreed on that. This isn't rocket science. Like, yeah, you put a bunch of other great receiving options around you, and definitely your production is going to dip. It's going to dip. There's nothing bad about that. Nothing bad about that. People forget that Davante is his greatness is you just have to keep an eye on him. He has to be accounted for. That's what people tend to forget. A lot of his greatness comes from having to watch him, having to keep an eye on him, having to bracket him, having to double him up. That's where his greatness comes, because at that point, Waller, Renfro, Keelan Cole, all these other options get to eat. That's where people tend to forget. I don't care if the production dips in TDs, in receptions, in receiving yards. I don't care. As long as everybody else flourishes around him, that's where his greatness also comes from. Yes, he's a great receiver. Yes, he's put astronomical numbers out there on the field with TDs, receptions, and receiving yards. But a lot of his greatness comes from allowing other guys to eat around him. Last year, no one was afraid of Randall Cobb. No one was afraid of Amari Rodgers. No one was afraid of those guys. This year, you got Davante Adams. Everyone is going to be afraid of him, Darren Waller, Hunter Renfro. A whole bunch of other options where everybody's going to be afraid of. And that's what makes Davante Adams so great in this system. So great is coming over and having other guys around him. Yes, Davante came to the Raiders because it was a childhood dream of his. Growing up in East Palo Alto, he wanted to be a Raider. Yes, he came to the Raiders because Derek Carr is his best friend. But he also came to the Raiders because he knew he could flourish here. Davante would have never took it, and the money. Don't get me wrong. The money plays a very, very big reason in why he came over to the Raiders. But he came to the Raiders because of all the other options around him. Makes his life that much easier. It makes his life that much easier. With Waller and Renfro, it's different. I seen him post something on Twitter the other day where he said, "Hey, someone make a edit with me, Waller, Renfro, and Kevin Durant on here because now he wants to trade." Right? That lets you know how great he knows this offense can be. Right? That's how you know how great this offense can be. When you say make edits with Kevin Durant, with me, Renfro, and Waller. That's how you know you believe. Bryce, yes, this is facts. But I'm still saying the money still plays a pivotal part. And why? Let's be honest. Yes, the Packers offer more money. He went to there's no state tax in Nevada. That makes a big, big difference. Weather also. I know he spoke on weather. It's tough living in those kind of weather conditions in the winter. You know what I mean? But it's cheaper, you know what I mean, in Vegas. It makes all the sense in the world. But money did play a part in that. It did play a part in that. Docs, I don't even expect to see Renfro have the same production. Oh, no, you can't. Exactly, Ned. You can't. And that's what – I don't want to hear any Raider fans complain about Renfro having a down year this year. I don't. He was forced into that production last year, you guys. Over 100 receptions, over 1,000 yards. He was forced into that. If Henry Ruggs was still there, that wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have happened. If Henry Ruggs was still out there as our number one guy, it would have never happened. Now with Davante and Waller, Ren is he's not gonna feast like that. He will still be great. Look, I will be happy if Ren has over 700, 800 receiving yards. I'm good with that. Preferably 9. I'm good with that. It's just slot guy, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not expecting him to go for 1,000 yards every year. He was forced to do that last year. Only opinion that matters is Davante's. He's played with both QBs. He's a smart guy and aware of the circumstances he chose. Talk that shit, Nation Zone. Talk it. My boy Cardo's in the building. Hold on real quick. The only way Adams' production drops is because of distribution. His talent will be what it is. Yeah, this is facts, bro. Will not diminish because of QB play, but distribution to other players like Waller. Exactly, bro. I just said the same thing. Shout out to my big bro, Ricardo. This is facts. Facts, bro. There we go. And this is what it's about. This is what it's about. This is what it's about. All about winning. You know what's funny? I proved my point last year, you guys, that I wasn't a DC hater. In those last 4 games, he struggled mightily, but we won them. We beat them. We beat the Colts, we beat the Browns, beat the Chargers. We beat a bunch of teams back to back at the end of the season, right, to get to the playoffs. He was not playing his best football, but we won. And I was very excited about that. I didn't kill Carr for his drop, his dip in production. I didn't do that. We were winning. That's all that matters to me. So yes, Hockey Uncle, this is facts, my brother. Facts plus tax. Facts. Shout out to my brother Wasted, man. Oaklosvegas.com. Appreciate you, my brother. If you guys want to grab some merch, make sure you definitely go to Oaklosvegas.com. I'm about to put a bunch of new merch up. I'm about to flood the block, you guys. I got a bunch of new designs. Shout out to Raider Posts, the Raider meme GOAT. My guy sent me a bunch of work. Man, this guy just turned, look, Raider Post just flipped my website upside down. There's so much fire shit. So much fire shit. I cannot wait to drop all this stuff, man. Cannot wait. You guys are going to love it. I'm not Kari. I didn't bring up Valdez Scantling because he's Valdez Scantling. I'm not like, who is he? He's cool. But yeah, he's a speedy receiver, but that is come on. Valdez Scantling. Look, he's a chief, and I ain't even talked about that because I'm not afraid of any Valdez Scantling. The guy drops a lot of balls, pause, and he has speed. Ain't nobody afraid of him. Carlos, I got it on eBay, brother. Got it on eBay. Wipe them feet, you guys. Hit them thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, man. Graphk, that no game on Halloween. Finna be a spooky movie, King. Oh, yeah, that New Orleans game. Woo, let's get it, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Exacting Ed. You ain't shit, bro. You ain't shit, bro. Look, man. Carmen Brasillo. I know everybody's still talking about the O-line. I see Cardo saying there's no excuses but the O-line. Carmen Brasillo is one of the biggest pickups this offseason. He's going to have those guys ready. He's going to have those guys ready. For someone that does his due diligence, he even called Tom Cable. You know what I mean? Like to speak to him about his previous, his former players. Like, this guy is doing his due diligence. Carmen Brasillo is going to be one of the best unsung heroes of this organization moving forward, man. Exactly, bro. You know I love you too, King. It's all good. I'll see you there, Romo. I'll see you there. I know me, my wife, and my kids are going to that game. We'll all be there. Let's get it. But yeah, man, like, there you go, Purge. This is facts. That's DC's favorite player. For those who don't know, he does wear number 4 because of Brett Favre. They're both known as gunslingers. Raider Tony, man, I'm looking forward to that heat. I can't wait to get to Vegas, man, full time. I can't wait, man. We're working behind the scenes endlessly to get this move going, man. So I'll see you guys out there soon. But Texas is blazing as well. It's hot as shit out here right now. Cardo says, I believe the O-line can be solid. Cable's scheme was awful. So we will see what effect the new staff has on these guys. Facts. Facts. We need a serviceable O-line, Cardo. You don't have to have one of the best O-lines in the world. With these names on this roster, let's just be real. Outside of Colton Miller, I don't expect this O-line. Well, I like Dylan Parham a lot. But I'm going to say I'm not expecting this O-line to be great. Be serviceable. Hold up. Keep DC outright. You know what I mean? Keep them upright. That's it. That's all that matters. We don't need the best O-line. Make sure these guys know what they're doing. Make sure they're doing their jobs. But you look at the names. You know this isn't going to be one of the best O-lines in the league. It's not. You know what I mean? When you got the likes of Leatherwood that's still coming off a very, very, very tough rookie year. You know what I mean? You got Denzel Good coming off a torn ACL. Look, John Simpson still got to get his technique together. You know what I mean? This isn't going to be the best O-line in the league. But if you can put a middle-of-the-pack offensive line together, we can work wonders. That's all DC needs. DC needs just enough time. Just enough time. See? There you go. Talk that shit, big bro. Our O-line will be okay. Another year together and a new O-line coach. Talk that shit, Angry Out. Cool. That's what's up. That's what's up. Ain't nobody afraid of NASA. Cool. I definitely can see Juju trying to get him in some TikToks, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Pause. I can definitely see this happening, bro. You know, Juju takes advantage of everything around him, right? Pause again. I can definitely see Juju saying, "Hey, NASA, come over here. Let's do some TikToks." Pause. There you go. Yep. Facts. He did it in 2016 with Amari Cooper and Michael Crabtree. Even Seth was out there eating. So just imagine if we can keep him up, you know what I mean, on his feet with all these receiving options around us. You keep DC upright and he's gonna pick apart defenses. Oh yeah, I forgot about the brother too, bro. Oh my God, bro. Holy shit. That shit ain't it. Graphk, we gotta keep having the ugliest crying selfie contest amongst Raider Nation if we win the Super Bowl. Talk that shit, bro. Carlos, Cordell Patterson wasn't on that team. I don't think was Cordell Patterson wasn't on 2016. He came in 2017, right? Seth Roberts was there definitely, and I don't think Johnny Holton was on that roster either. I don't think Johnny Holton was on that roster. Cordell came in a year later. Yeah, he came in 2017, I believe. Yeah, exactly. There, 2017. DeMarcus 2017. Yeah, he came in the year when DC's extension kicked in. Could you imagine Cordell Patterson on this offense right now? Oh my God, bro! If you had Cordell Patterson, if we somehow, some way got him in free agency this year and brought him in with Davante Adams and Waller and Renfro. Yeah, we were. But, you know, Atlanta took it to the next level and utilized them the right way. But we definitely did. But that O-line was getting a little in 2017. Speed killed. The year everything fell apart. Yep. The old Washington Redskins, Commanders, whatever the fuck you want to call them game, where everybody got emotional because of DC not doing this and then the offensive line saying he not doing that and blah, blah, blah. Yes, I remember that. I remember that very, very well. I remember it like it was yesterday. Because we all thought that we were going to take off that year. What was that, 2017? Yeah, right? When it all fell apart, 2017. Let me see. El Heiko, sorry, but off subject. Is Adelanto open to all Raider Nation or just artists? What do you mean, brother? Everybody's invited. Everyone's invited. I don't know what you mean by that, King. I don't do soccer, bro. I don't know who's better. I don't know. I can't even name the positions in that game, brother. Yeah. Yeah, AC, that was tough, brother. It was. It was, man. It was. But yeah, man, I just wanted to come on, shoot the shit with you guys for a little bit, do a little coffee and convo, you know what I'm saying? And come shoot the shit, talk about this Brett Favre situation where, you know, he said basically he thinks Davante Adams production will dip this moving forward this upcoming season. And yeah, I agree. And in a good way. In a good way, it will. It will. Because I feel like this. If Davante Adams has 1,500 plus receiving yards in this offense, I feel like he's force feeding Davante Adams at that point. Where does that leave Darren Waller and Hunter Renfrow and all the other options? You know what I'm saying? Like where does that leave them with? At that point, I feel like you just force feeding your best friend. If you get 15 plus receiving yard, that's crazy with Darren Waller and Hunter Renfrow. I don't even think that's possible. I don't even think that's possible. I don't. Isaiah, pause, bro. Pause. I can't even put that one up on the screen. Pause. But yeah, you don't want to force feed that, man. You still want to distribute the ball, make all your superstars happy. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. Shout out to Wasted, man. You know you have to do that, King. No one has done more to kill the Raiders than the Washington Commanders. You know why? Because they never forgave us for 83-84 Wasted. That's why. When we blew them out in the Super Bowl, they never, ever, ever forgot that. That's why. But that is fucking comedy. They destroyed us in 2017, and they destroyed John Gruden's career this past offseason. That shit is hilarious. They can't get over 83-84, bro. Can't get over it. Shout out to Cardo, man. Who cares what Favre says, what Sapp says, or what Moss says? We are RaiderNation. Cardo, hey, Sapp will be at the big event in Adelanto, bro. Warren Sapp will be there, bro. Hey, he'll be there. No Randy, though. No Randy. I want to see the rookie running back go crazy. Justin, I'm here for it. I'm definitely here for it, bro. I would love to see our young pup get out there and ball out Zamir White in year one. I'm very, very hurt that Sincere McCormick is out for the season, though. That was my guy. On both sides of the ball, your opinion, what position is weakest as of now? Depth at the cornerback position. I like our young guys that we got starting. I like them a lot. I'm going to go defensive tackle. Because we still don't know what we have in Matthew Butler. We still don't know what we have in Neil Farrell Jr. They're both rookie guys, right? They can come in and be great, or they can come in and be total ass. We don't know. I'm going defensive tackle room. We know that Bilal Nichols can get it done, but he's dealing with some type of injury. You know what I mean? We gave him a 2-year deal. I'm here to see him ball out, but I'm going defensive tackle room. The Petcos and Vernon Butlers and Andrew Billings of the world is not going to get it done. It's not going to get it done. I got to say the defensive tackle position on the defensive side of the ball. Offense, I mean, you have to go offensive line, I guess, right? That's technically our wide receiver room is top 3 in the league. Our running back room, I think, is going to be a top 5 running back room. Tight ends, I mean, look, you got Waller and Foster. That's another top 5 room. You got to go O-line. And I actually like the O-line. To be honest, I like this O-line. But you have to go O-line. Cardo, I mean, bro, he won a Super Bowl and he played his whole career in Tampa Bay. He only played like 4 seasons in Oakland? 4 or 5? You got to realize this. Behind the scenes, man, like Warren Sapp, when he speaks to Stu, he has high respect for the Raiders. You know what I mean? But when he speaks publicly about his time there, you got to respect it, man. He's a Hall of Famer. Man. You got to respect it. He was there with some losing teams. Imagine going from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers where you're competing at a high level every year to go into Oakland and just shit in the bed. I'd be pissed too. You know what I mean? I'd be pissed too. This team that we have now is different. But those rough years in Oakland, it's tough, man. It was tough. Shout out to my brother B, man. From our center to right tackle with suspect this year will be a test. I I think Leatherwood's going to be good this year. If Denzel Good can come back from that torn ACL, I would love to see him at guard. And I think we'll be all right. I think Andre James is going to ball out at center. I'm not too worried about that. There you go, GA. Talk that shit. Talk that shit. Matt, let me ask you this. And I'm gonna this goes for everybody here in the chat, right? I'm not trying to take up for Warren Sapp. Okay. Let's do this. You work at Costco for 40 years. You got a few years before retirement, right? Few years before retirement. You know that. What are you going to work for? What are you going to work for at that point? For a check, right? At the end of the day, the Raiders mean more to us than most. Right? Way more. He was going to get a check. The man's career was winding down. So, Matt, I mean, you're right, but you saying it like it's a bad thing. That's facts, Wasted. That's facts. When he realized that his talent level was nowhere near what it used to be, Warren Sapp stepped away from the game. He could have extended his career and stayed a few more years. That's definitely facts. That's definitely facts. He could have cheated the system a few more years and got some more checks just based off of his name alone. But that's what happens at the end. You know what I mean? When you know you got a few years left, you're like, you know what? Man, I'm here for the money, man. I don't even care, bro. Like, it is what it is. You know, Warren Sapp didn't own the Raiders anything. And let's not act like Warren Sapp wasn't good with us. He was good. He wasn't the same old great Warren Sapp, but he was definitely good. Warren still was productive with us. He just played with some terrible-ass teams. Hopefully. Cardo, if we win the AFC West, we win the Super Bowl, bro. Yeah, I said it. I think the winner of the AFC West wins the Super Bowl. Shout out to my brother Raider Gabe, man. What's good with my bro, man? AC, this is the thing. We got to take some type of accountability. We have to take some type of accountability, man. You know, at those last years in Oakland, you know what I mean? Like under Al, were really bad, man. They were really bad. They were really bad. And as a player like a Randy Moss, right, or a Warren Sapp or Richard Seymour that come in to play for one of the greatest franchises ever in sports history, you're thinking, man, it feels good to put on this black and silver, this silver and black. Like I get to, you know what I mean? This is great, but it ain't really that, right? It ain't really that. How are you going to feel? How are you going to feel, right? I think anybody would be excited to don the shield, but the dark days in Oakland is what it is. Don, I appreciate you, my brother. I definitely do, King. Graphk will win Best Raider channel on YouTube as we win the Super Bowl this year. I appreciate you, my brother. Shout out to my dog, Don Foley, man. But yeah, man, we've been through the ringer with this team, man. And this year, it all pays off. It all pays off. Cardo. See, now it's easy for you to say that, right? Because Cardo, for those who don't know, this is my guy in real life. Like Cardo, you've been around the great teams back in the day. You were OG, right? So it's easy to say that because that's like the mantra, right? Like you should be happy to be here. Like it's the Raiders. Bro, those teams were ass, bro. Those teams were ass. They were ass, bro. And let's be honest, yeah, Warren Sapp was a Buccaneer. When he comes out publicly and says I wasn't a Raider, I mean, yeah, he wasn't. He was a Buccaneer. Bro, his one lone Super Bowl, he beat the Raiders. Yeah, he's not a Raider. He's a Buck. The one Super Bowl you got, you beat this team. And can you imagine the shit that he heard behind the scenes with Gruden talking about the Raiders? Can you ever imagine the energy that Gruden probably put off about the Raiders? Like, we got to go beat these motherfuckers, bro. Like, we have to beat them. Like, we have to beat them. You have to beat this team for me. Can you imagine this shit that Gruden, probably put out there in that locker room? Hell yeah. Psychologically, Warren Sapp was like, probably fuck them then. Let's go. It's different. It's different. There's so many moving parts in that conversation with Warren Sapp. Yeah, see, there you go, Matt. He definitely said, don't call my coach a racist on Vlad TV. Facts. Pancho, this is facts, my brother. Every team has a dark day. I don't know about you, but the light is looking brighter at the end of this dark tunnel. This is facts, King. Facts, King. Yeah, K-Town. But the difference between all those guys, I don't look at Moss as a Viking. I don't. Moss was all around. He's just one of the best wide receivers of all time. Yes, most of his production was with the Vikings. But look, Palmer didn't win anything with the Bengals. Randy Moss didn't win a Super Bowl with the Vikings. D'Angelo Hall didn't win with the Falcons. I look at it like this. If you win a Super Bowl with the team, it's different. You call him them. You are them. You're part of that. You're part of that, right? Tom Brady will always be a Patriot, even though he won a ring with the Bucs, right? Let's just be real. Now moving forward, yes, Matthew Stafford, played most of his career with the Lions. He won a ring with the Rams. So to me, Matthew Stafford is a Ram. I'm sorry. I mean, you did the best thing in your career. You got the most money and you won a ring in LA. You're a Ram. If you win a Super Bowl, man, you are a part of what they got going on. And same thing with C. Wood. I hate to say it, your boy Jake. He won a ring with the Packers. He went to a Super Bowl with us, but C. Wood's kind of like that hybrid, though, right? He's that hybrid. He's that Raider and he's that Packer. And there's a reason for it. You even look at it. You even look at his liquor. Shout out to Woodson Whiskey. He has a Packer version. He has a Raider version. You know what I mean? So he will forever be that. There's some players, you guys, that played most of their career with teams. I get it. Like Tim Brown. Tim Brown never won a Super Bowl, but he pretty much played 20 years with the Raiders. He's Mr. Raider, right? There is some exceptions to the rule. But Warren Sapp won a ring and he won most of his career, played most of his career with the Bucs. Yeah, and C. Wood came back to us. Definitely. Look, C. Wood definitely is a Raider. He's definitely a Raider. But you have to look at it like this. He won a ring with the Packers. So he's always going to look at the Packers and hold them dear to his heart because he did the one thing that he couldn't do with us that he's been wanting to do it since a child playing Pee Wee football is winning a Super Bowl. He won a Super Bowl. But he also went to one with us. You know what I mean? So, there's a few exceptions to the rule with this thing. I looked at Randy Moss as a Rolling Stone, someone that went everywhere and was, just trying to get that. He was kind of ring chasing low-key at the end. He went to the Patriots and shit. But nah, I ain't gonna say ring chasing. But hey, Brandon, retired a Raider. One of the best things you could ever see in your life. I got that portrait in the garage right now. One of the best visuals as a Raider fan is seeing him do this. Yeah, GA. Just like, see, there we go. Like Julio is a Falcon. We know this. There's certain players that you look at and say, But I understand if you guys don't agree with me. Like, let's just be real. Matthew Stafford played his whole career with Detroit. You know what I mean? Randy Moss played a lot of it with Minnesota. I'm just looking at it from a standpoint of, if you get some jewelry, you're always going to be looked at as a part of that organization. You know what I mean? Let's be honest, you guys, if Charles Woodson didn't win a championship, if he didn't ball out that year, didn't he win Defensive Player of the Year that year when they won that Super Bowl? I think he went out with like a shoulder injury or some shit. I forgot what happened in that Super Bowl, but they won it, right? The way they won it in that fashion, C. Wood will forever look at the Packers as, that's a big part of my career, and he'll always be a Packer. But in our heart of hearts, you know what I'm saying, he's always going to be a Raider. There you go. Tony Gonzalez, always be a Chief. That's all I'm saying. I can see that, dude. I can see that. Stafford should be known as a Lion. He's the exception, like Tim Brown. Well, Timmy, man. Timmy's different. Timmy's different. My favorite athlete of all time. Like, nobody can ever say anything bad about Tim Brown to me. It's never going to happen. Broken collarbone, LV. Shout out to my brother Maximus, man. I would play the video, you guys, the Brett Favre video, but every time I do that, YouTube hits me up and they give me a warning, and then they demonetize my video. So I would play it, but I don't want to do that. The last time I played Waller's interview on TMZ, they instantly came and knocked my video smooth off the map. I don't agree with that. I think that we are top heavy. Let's be honest. We have a bunch of superstars on this team. You know what I'm saying? But I don't agree with that. I think we have some nice depth at certain positions as well. I think this O-line is definitely being unappreciated. I think that they're very underrated. Y'all may kill me for that. I think that safety room, I think a very sneaky pickup was Deron Harmon, the closer. I think he's going to work wonders with Merrick back there at safety. I think that Rocky Sin, we got a bunch of guys at corner that's on an ascension where they can become superstars in this league. You got Rocky Sin, Anthony Averett, Mullen. I don't think we're top heavy at all. I think we have some nice depth at certain other positions. Malcolm Kuntz on the edge behind Chandler Jones and Max Crosby. He, to me, can be another big player in this league. Jayon Brown. I mean, look, top heavy? Hell no. No, not at all. Not at all, DJ. Not at all. I think we're well-rounded. Yes, we can pick up a couple pieces. In a perfect world, all I want is an extra corner and an extra defensive tackle, a true defensive tackle, like a Sue. You bring in Sue and you go get if you can go bring in a Joe Hayden, I know he's older and he's up there in age, or Rhodes. Go get Xavier Rhodes and Sue right now. I'm good. You go get Sue and Xavier Rhodes right now. Two veterans that can still get it done. I feel like this team is ready to go. Or a Goldman. Yep, the nation's own. Or Eddie Goldman from Chicago. Yeah, exactly. I've been saying that, brother. That, to me, he's a sneaky grab. Diablo, Bryce, that's my guy, Brody. Rhodes or Jackrabbit. Either way, all I want is another corner and another defensive tackle, and I feel like we'll be all right. I feel like we're ready to go. Sharif, I'm not too worried about the O-line. I'm not, man. I think Carmen Brasillo is the prize pickup for us on the offensive line. I think that Leatherwood's going to get it right. You know, one thing I loved about what we did moving forward is we put Leatherwood back to right tackle. And I guarantee what they said to him was, even though he can still play some guard, and he may still play some guard, what they said to him was, we're not going to disrupt your development in the NFL. You got it done at tackle in college. You're going to get it done at tackle in the NFL. Let's get you back over here and let's develop you the right way moving forward. And that's why I think Leatherwood could potentially be a very, very, very good offensive lineman in this league. I do. Denzel Good. People tend to forget how good he is. No pun intended. When healthy. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know, he still hasn't returned yet from that torn ACL, but this guy can get it done all across the board on the O-line. We have a bunch of versatile chips on the O-line. I'm excited, man. Colton Miller is only going to be better. Colton Miller will have a Pro Bowl year this year. Mark my words, you guys. He will be a Pro Bowl. He will see his first Pro Bowl this year. But yeah, shout out to you guys. Coming up on an hour, I'm going to get out of here. Me and my wife got a date night today. We're about to go hang out, paint the city of Dallas. You know what I mean? I got family in town to watch my sons, so I finally get some time to get away with me and my wife. We're going to go have a ball, man. I don't know what we're going to do. We may even just go park somewhere and go to sleep. Shit. You know what I mean? But we about to go have some fun. So shout out to everybody here in the building, man. I appreciate you guys for pulling up on me. As always, have a happy 4th of July. Be safe this weekend, you guys. You already know. Love y'all to death, man. Make sure you guys wipe them feet on the way out. Hit that subscribe button. I will see you guys very soon, if not tomorrow. Not Monday for sure because it's 4th of July, but you'll see me soon. I'm going to start pumping out these videos. The more closer we get to training camp, the more I'm going to start dropping more content. You know what I mean? So appreciate you guys. Love y'all, man. We out. One.